If you like the content we bring you about the heavy metal world, please like, subscribe, and comment to help us grow the channel.
This is Bryce Van Patten with Metal Express Radio Backstage, and today I'm honored to have as my guest the lead guitarist and founder of the legendary Power Prog band from Brazil, Angra. The band is set to release their 10th studio album, titled Cycles of Pain on Atomic Fire Records. Raphael Bittencourt is here to talk about the album, about what it means to him, and a lot more. Let's talk about the new album, Cycles of Pain, and how it came about.
Well, I mean, it came about the motivation that we felt right after the pandemic, when we got back on tour, when we started to get back together. We felt a very intense feeling of happiness, of being together, of purpose, of the mission, the legacy of the band. Many things became more important, I think, after the pandemic. We could kind of separate, what's important in our lives, who are the people that we want to be close to us, because since we've been, isolated for many times, who are the people that I miss? Who are not? What are the things that I like to do? What are the things that I don't want to do anymore, I think we all had time to think over this kind of things. And being together as a band, the meaning, of making music together was something very inspiring, and put us in this sense of urgency. We just wanted to sit down and make music together. It was like honeymoon, It was happy moment.
Awesome. So, can you talk a little bit about some of the personal loss that you've had in the last 5 years and how it affected creating the album?
Yeah, right after our last tour, before the pandemic, we were so excited. We had the very successful album and a very successful tour with Omni, but then the pandemic came. And we were as a huge downer, and and a bit before I lost my father. Fabio has also lost his father. And then Andre Matos, one of the founder of the band, has also died. So, and
right,
then
the original singer, correct? Right?
Yeah, the original singer. And then it's like the pandemic came and we felt very vulnerable, isolated, fragile, vulnerable, and so it was a time to rethink, as I said, about life, about what should I do about my life. What if the concerts and the entertainment in general would take 10 years to pick up back? And all of these questions, they were resounding inside. The loss, the grief, but also the importance of being alive, the importance of friendship and being close to people who matter to us. So, yes, in the end, it brought a lot of inspiration and things to talk about.
Yeah. Pain and loss is something that we all have to deal with in life, and we all do that differently. And either you go crashing into depression and more pain, or you fight back and become more resilient. Can you talk a little bit about your feelings on just how to deal with these kinds of things?
Yeah. Well, in the end, we've realized that pain, as much as we avoid it, is part of life. Not only part of life, but what really makes us what we are. It shapes us into what we are. It's through pain that we grow stronger, that we grow more mature. Life starts with the pain, as the first breath that we take, the first time that air hits our lungs, it's painful, and we cry, and our mother is all torn out in hurt, in pain because of our birth, but it's beautiful, it's in the same way. So that keeps coming and going. We avoid pain, and pain comes and shapes us into something else. Without pain, we wouldn't grow, we wouldn't learn how to walk or whatever. So in the very end, we tried also to bring it to people that younger generations, when they feel anxious, when they feel a little bit depressed, they think they're ill. They want to treat pain, emotional pain, with medicine. And we wanted to bring, not that they don't need to be treated, obviously, when they're ill, when they're really ill. But the problem is that we also should find a compromise in that, because pain is natural.
Right.
Enduring pain is a natural thing, not an illness. So it's also a message to younger generation, me as a father, and the other guys in the band, also as fathers and concerned fathers, that with the newer generation, how hard it is for them to deal with frustration, with unfulfilled expectations. It's all a message saying, pain is for everyone.
On to, you guys have a new record label?
Yeah.
Atomic Fire?
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about that and what they bring to the band and help you guys with?
That's a great surprise for us. We have finished the record. We were so excited with the results, and we wanted to release it this year. And our previous record company, they wanted to release it next year.
Mm-hmm.
They said, okay, we have plans already for other releases. You guys will have to wait. We didn't want to wait. And so we said, okay, you mind if we go look for other alternatives? And they told us, no, it's fine. If you guys want to move, it's fine. So that brought us the opportunity to find other partners. And Fabio is a friend of Marcos from Atomic Fire. We got to know that Marcos is also an Angra fan. He admires the band for a long time, and that he'd be willing to sign with us. He was excited to hear the album. Then he got to listen to a few songs, and he go like, I want to release this album this year. So it was perfect for us, because we didn't want to waste times, like 4 to 5 months more waiting for the release of the album. And it's been very, very nice, surprisingly nice, because they're promoting a lot, bringing lots of interviews. Like now, they're really believing that album can add to the metal scene. They like the fact that we're not traditional power metal, but also combining proggy and Brazilian and classical stuff. It's very unique in a way. And
absolutely.
It's hard to present to people, and also it's hard to present it to record companies, because they want to label, in genres. When you don't fit in to a specific genre, the record companies, they get confused. But this time, Atomic Fire, they perfectly understood our mindset, and they aligned to it.
Excellent. Yeah, if I have to put you into a category, I after listening to the record today, just thought Power Prog, because I hear a lot of prog, but I also hear your Brazilian influences. In fact, I hear Spanish or Portuguese.
Yeah, Portuguese.
Portuguese. I'm sorry. Vocals, and I think the new album's great. So I'm glad you didn't wait another year to put it out. So, do you have more videos coming out from the record?
Yeah, we do have more singles and videos coming out. We've shot it already, and until November 3rd, when we release the album, we have a few videos being released too. So more to come.
So I understand that you guys have a lot of guest artists, and it feels like nowadays with record labels, you can get your friends from other bands to come play on your record all the time, where back in the day, there were restrictions on that kind of thing from some of the labels. Can you talk a little bit about the guest artists that you've brought in on this record and that trend a little bit?
All right. So for the final track, the closer of the album, the closing of the album, the song "Tears of Blood," we have Amanda Somerville. She lives in Germany. She's American, but she lives in Germany, and she's a great singer. She's singing a duet with Fabio. Fabio performs in a more operatic style. He has a very nice and sorry.
It's okay.
He has a very nice operatic technique, and he has this duet with Amanda. The song is about the murderer of. Is a duet between the murderer of his beloved one and the spirit of this beloved one coming back, haunting him as if it's his blame. Like inside his mind,
his guilt.
His guilt. He's dealing with his guilt inside his mind, and it became very beautiful. I've always wanted to have Fabio singing operatic in a song. Just now I had a chance to really write a song that could fit. Then there is this song called Vida Seca. Vida Seca is a Brazilian word for dry life, right? Because many parts here in Brazil, life is very dry. I mean, the weather is dry, and also the life is dry in the sense of lack of opportunities. And then we have this guest musician, Lenine, is a Brazilian artist. He is a very famous artist here in Brazil. It's more like alternative Brazilian pop music. It's lots of percussions and acoustic guitars and very nice music. We all in the band admire a lot him, so that's why we invited him to be part of it. The song itself, parts of the song were very much inspired by his music. So it was a natural thing to invite him, to be part of us, and we were very, very proud that he accepted. And there is Vanessa Moreno. She's a Brazilian singer too. She's alternative Brazilian pop, also not so famous yet, but she's very respected among musicians and in the scene. We all like her a lot. I mean, as a composer, as a singer. So we invited her to be part of that song, and she accepted, and it's very nice. But that's basically it. And it's also, to show different sound atmospheres. We like to create different music atmospheres, and these specific voices, they also, they drag the fans to a more distant horizon per se, because they're used to our music with our singer and stuff, but every time we have a different singer in the album, music expands. I think the perspective expands.
Yeah, I agree with that. So have you done any guest spots on any albums?
Yeah, I've sang a few times in few albums.
Mm-hmm.
I've few leads including, but this time we wanted to spotlight Fabio first, because he deserves, after so many years being so committed to the band, and also so people would really see him as a lead singer and having the proper spotlight on him.
Yeah, fantastic. His voice is fantastic. So what are the band's plans to support the new record as far as live performances and touring?
Well, we start touring in the end of October with around Brazil and Latin America. We've been speaking with Japan, maybe going to Japan, We're looking for a partner to tour in Europe, maybe a bigger act, so we can be the guest act in Europe. We're talking to booking agents in US, maybe touring in US again. That'd be fantastic. I think after the release of the album, the booking and the touring will pick up more because many promoters are waiting to for the success of the album to really book us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, that's about all I had for you today. Is there anything that we missed, or is there any shout outs you'd like to give to anybody?
Well, no, just thank you for the chance of taking our voice, giving us that chance to talk to the people. So thank you, Bryce. Thanks for all the listeners of Metal Express Radio. I'm very honored to be talking to you, and hopefully we will see you on tour next year.
I'm hoping to see you guys up here in North America. That would be fantastic. And I just want to thank you, Raphael, for being my guest on Metal Express Radio. And everybody out there listening, Cycles of Pain, fantastic record. People need to own it. You can pre-order it, I believe, in about any format, from vinyl, CD to you name it, right?
Yeah, right.
All right. Well, thanks again, Raphael, and have a great one.
Thank you, Bryce. You
All
too,
righty.
man.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
If you like the content we bring you about the heavy metal world, please like, subscribe, and comment to help us grow the channel.